Now, South Sudan's rebel leader Riek Machar has again been sworn in as the vice president. It's part of a UN-brokered deal to end more than 2 years of civil war. Machar flew into Juba earlier on Tuesday after several days of delay. He'll now serve in a unity government alongside President Salva Kiir. Here's a look at the challenges the two have to overcome. Now, the country became independent in June 2011 and Riek Machar became vice president. 2 years later, Machar and the entire cabinet were dismissed by President Salva Kiir in a power struggle. In December 2013, he became a fugitive after accusations of attempting a coup. That's when civil war broke out between forces loyal to the president and those backing Machar. Now, the first of several ceasefires was signed in Ethiopia in January 2014, but it broke down in just weeks. It wasn't until August last year that President Kiir and Machar signed a peace agreement to end the civil war, which has finally led to Machar's reinstatement on Tuesday as vice president. And Douglas Johnson is an independent researcher specialising in South Sudan. He says the transitional government has a lot of work to reconcile the warring factions.
Now that they are in Juba, and now that he's been sworn in, one has some reason for to be optimistic. But I don't think anybody's going to run away with being optimistic until they see the outcome of the government of transitional government of national unity. Well, I'm apprehensive for a number of reasons. One is that there are a number of armed groups which are not part of this agreement yet. Also, in the past, when there have been agreements in South Sudan bringing dissidents or armed groups or rebels back into the government, there's been money to pay for it. There's no money to pay for this anymore. And it depends on whether people have come back to Juba thinking that they will be getting payment, or whether they've come back to Juba thinking we've now got to do something quite different to be able to establish peace in the country and stability in the government. I don't think an amnesty would be a good idea, because that would not reconcile people who have lost property, lost loved ones, lost family, etc. I think that there does have to be a concerted effort in what is called transitional justice, where at least the crimes can be proven, possibly culpability admitted, and some sort of reconciliation process is begun. I don't think we're going to see a situation where one side is going to be able to prosecute the perpetrators of the other side. There has to be some sort of process of reconciliation, not only between the politicians, not only between the armed groups, but between the communities that have been set against each other by the politicians.